What it is, y'all, it is your old boy Pilk, and I'm coming back with more Dokkan Battle, and today we are talking about the Easy A B-Pan event. And I'm going to come out right out of the gate with a little bit of criticism here. I think there's no magic or mystery that I have been critical of this game in the past. Baton Battle's coming. I keep forgetting about that. That's going to be awesome. We're going to talk about that. But the Extreme Challenge campaign for B-Pan. Now, interesting here. So don't miss out on the Extreme Z Awakening, blah, 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 blah. The main thing you need to know, it is 130 stamina. We talked about that yesterday. And along with being 130 stamina, you can only run it once a week. Now, I know a lot of people in this game to JP were like, what? But it's like, you know, the other Pan event is literally the same way. Like, you run it once a week. It's every 7 days. So this makes tons of sense. So when wings spread out to the cosmos, GTLR Honey B-Pan undergoes 3 steps of Extreme Z Awakening, get a total of 15 Dragon Stones. Now, you will need to get up to 45 of the medals to awaken her, and you can get 10 to 15 per run. And I'll show you what I'm talking about here when we get into the actual run in a moment. But that is a really, really, really important situation to note there, because if we come down here to the bottom, it'll say event details. So it'd be permanently available starting from March 23rd. So that's basically March 23rd, May 23rd. Oh my god, I can't read. The event can be attempted once every 7 days. We just talked about that. Here's the rewards. Okay. So as you go down here, you get basically 15 Dragon Stones for doing each level. But Extreme Challenge special missions, not to mention, I think there's other Dragon Stones you get from the missions in there too. So, yeah, there's tons of missions up for grabs. Extreme Challenge special missions expire on 6/20. So if you're doing the math on that, you have, we'll see, it's the 24th today. So, basically, if you ran it yesterday, technically it wasn't available till after midnight, so more or less if you ran it, you'd have to run it today. So that gives you one, it would be the 31st. The 7th would be your next run, that'd be the second run. 14th, okay, so that's actually not the worst, but that basically gives you 3 weeks to get your rewards, right? That's 4 runs in total, 4 weeks-ish, right? Now, hear me out on this. Here's where this kind of sucks. You need 45 medals. Most people are going to get 10 medals per run. That means the vast majority of people running this are not, and if that's assuming they beat the mission, which I'll show you that in a minute, those people that only get 10 awakening medals per run, those people are going to run it up basically on the deadline, and they're probably not going to get their rewards. So those 15 Dragon Stones, the vast majority of players aren't going to be able to obtain them. It's as simple as that. My next run is actually to be the run after the final. Basically, that Sunday is going to be like the final run for anybody that starts it in a week. So basically, you've got, what, 4 tries? 4 tries, that's it, to beat this. And I already know a few people on Twitter that have said that they failed it, which altogether isn't really all that exceptional of a situation, because if you look at the team we're running here, this team ain't great. This is the team you have to build for it. Basically, you have to have this Goku. You have to have this Trunks with the Great Saiyaman outfit. You have to have the 8-bit Vegeta. You have to have the Vegito candy. You have to have Pan and Gohan, and Grandpa Gohan, and you have to have Ghost Tanks. You have to have these units, and you have to have them completely maxed out. Like, they have to be 100%, and they have to be Extreme Z Awakened. I was right, they do not need to be SA10, or they don't even need to be SA15. But I'm going to be honest, you'd be a fool to go in here without them SA15. Because if you lose it once, you lose your opportunity at those 15 Dragon Stones. So, if for whatever reason you haven't run this yet, be cautious. Make sure these units are maxed. You have 4 weeks. You cannot fail this. Now, I will be honest here. Most people that have run this have seemed to have gotten the question mark block. In fact, let's just jump into the run here and talk about it. Now, there will be some bars on my run here because this is Well, simply put, this is a pre-recorded run, so Let's go ahead and jump over here. And notice that the special Goku friend is the only one you can use, so it's really at your benefit to use a Goku family team. Now, it's Goku family. See that Goku's leadership is Goku family category. Oh, and real quick here, notice on this screen here, I'm going to back up just 1 second here. I'll get back to the Goku family stuff here in just a second. Let's back up there. So notice that I have a capsule right there. That's going to be 5 awakening medals. And then I have a question mark, and that is going to be 15 awakening medals. So basically, when you run this, 15 is the maximum you can obtain. So some people will be lucky and will get the question mark block and they'll end this in 3 weeks. Most people will probably not get this for a while, like realistically. If you did not get this in your initial run, let me know in the comment section. It'd be really interesting to see how many people actually did not receive the question mark. Because I know a lot of people did, but I'm going to imagine that a few people didn't. So that means I got 15 here. That is what I get for basically winning this. And if I fail it or for whatever reason something happens, that's it. I got to wait till next week to run it. I'm hosed. I'm not getting my 15 stones. Or, 15 Dragon Stone reward. So this is an issue. But so we got our 5 awakening medals there, 10 awakening medals for the question mark. So we did get lucky on this. But as I was saying about the team build, it is notable that the physical Goku is a Goku family category or superclass, HP attack and defense, or sorry, key 4 HP attack and defense, 44%. But you will notice that everybody on here is a superclass. We do have one Goku category family member, and that is Pan and Gohan, and they're going to be a major asset in here. But notice Vegeta, the AGL Vegeta. That AGL Vegeta is not a Goku family and not a superclass. He's at a massive disadvantage. Now, he does have type advantage, which will come in handy. But, and you will notice here that I put the physical Goku on the back burner. Because I knew going into this that if I lost it, we would be hosed. We would be toast. So I want to make sure that doesn't happen to Goku. Because if that had happened to Goku, that'd have been it. We'd have been done. Now, Goku did hit pretty well, but I wanted to make sure that he wasn't getting attacked. I am putting Vegeta on the back line here because there are 2 attacks happening on the front, even though he has type advantage. Really don't want to mess with that. Also, I do want to try to obtain as many AGL spheres as I can here, just so that we get a decent amount of healing. So that's kind of like the arrangement that I've gone with here. You do want to be vigilant. You can't just go into this half-hearted like most Extreme Z battles. Like, you will lose this if you're not paying attention, because this team simply is at a bit of a disadvantage. Alright? And notice that Goku, even when he got his SA, he didn't win. Like, he was at a massive disadvantage. So, more to my point here, guys, be vigilant, pay attention. You got to have this team built out, and you got to have it built out well. Now, you can see here I don't have the link skills and all that up. I don't think you need the link skills up. I think that's kind of a waste of time. You really need to go in here and, you know, just run the first run as quickly as humanly possible. I do know we have maintenance coming up here in about an hour. Well, about 2 hours from when I'm recording this. Probably about an hour from the time this goes up. So, be vigilant, pay attention, make sure that you are getting your rewards, because if not, you will be upset that you missed out on those Dragon Stones. But for now, guys, that is going to be the video. Let me know your thoughts. Do you really think that... Do you think maybe that the time limit is going to be extended, or do you think maybe everyone's going to be guaranteed to get the question mark block, or do you think this is just a global shaft? If you think it's a global shaft, just... You guys know how to do. Hashtag global shaft in the comment section. Either way, like, even if you're mad about the situation, don't blame me. Blame Akatsuki. Share, subscribe, get the information out there, because I don't think people realize yet that you could get massively, massively screwed if you're not paying attention. Catch you all on the next Dokkan Battle video.